Students, now I am going to explain you chapter 6, North America. So first let us know how the continents were formed. But before that, what are continents? The large land masses forming part of the earth's surface are called continents. 3500 millions of years ago, the major landforms of earth's surface were formed. The concept of moving continents have been traced back to 1858 when continental drift theory was first developed by Antonio Snyder. But Alfred Wegener, he presented the theory of continental drift in 1950. So, first let us understand what is continental drift. Continental drift theory was a theory that explained how continents shift position on Earth's location. Before breaking up, all the continents were together and was known as supercontinent. So, the other name of supercontinent is Pangaea. In your book, in figure 6.1, you can see the figure of Pangaea when all the continents were together. He also explained that why look-alike animal and plant fossils and similar rock formation are found on different continents. It means that whatever fossils you will get in Brazil, the same fossil you will get in Africa also. Now, the involvement of plate tectonics in Pangaea separation helps to show how it did not separate at all once, but at different times in sequence. In figure 6.3, you can see how all the continents are together. So this is your Pangaea. He used to believe that the Pangaea did not separate at all once, but it took time for its separation and it has separated in sequence. Now, according to Wegener, the Pangaea was surrounded on all sides by extensive water mass called the Panthalassa. So Pan means all and Thalassa means oceans. Panthalassa started breaking up in the Carboniferous period. So this period was about 300 million years ago. Now, the present shape of the continents is the result of the fragmentation of Pangaea, and it has happened by rifting and drifting of broken landmass. Rifting and drifting means when large pieces of rock move apart. So now this is the present shape of Pangaea. Then North America. Introduction. North America, it is the third largest continent in the world. It was first developed by the Vikings in the 10th century. Then after that, Italian navigator Christopher Columbus, he reached West Indies in 1492. Believed that he had reached India. However, Indian navigator Amerigo Vespucci, he touched the mainland here means North America in 1497, and the continent was named America after his name. Now, let us know about the location of North America. North America with an area of 24.25 million square kilometer. So the area of North America is 24.25 million square kilometer. North America is the third largest continent in the world, and also it is 8 times the size of India. The continent extends from 7° north and 83° north latitudes and 53° west and 180° west longitudes. And a major part of North America lies in the temperate region, that is between the Tropic of Cancer and the Arctic Circle. North America is surrounded by many oceans. So, in the north, it is surrounded by Arctic Ocean. In the west, it is surrounded by Pacific Ocean. In the east, it is surrounded by Atlantic Ocean. And in the south is downwards. And in the south, it is joined by South America by the Isthmus of Panama. In North America, there are many gulfs and bays also. Some of them are, first let me explain you what are gulfs. Gulfs is a large inlet from the ocean into the landmass, and bays means bay is a coastal body of water that directly connects to a larger main body of water. Some bays are and names of gulfs are like Gulf of Mexico, Gulf of California, then Hudson Bay, okay, and Gulf of Lawrence. There are many islands to the north of North America. Greenland is the largest island under the administration of Denmark, and other islands are Victoria Island, then Ellesmere Island, Baffin Island. These are some important islands of North America.